am not a pop star, really, I just pop shit. Yeah, I just pop shit. I ain't get a penny for my time, but to watch shit. Don't know what they thought, let them talk, it's just gossip. I'ma chase a milli.
Welcome back to another episode of Not a Real Podcast. I'm Isha.
I'm Young Cole.
And we have a good episode for you on today.
Following a very special conversation. I don't know how we're going to top that. Especially not what we talk about today. No.
That sounded so fake.
Yeah, I know.
That sounded fake as hell, actually. But before...
Wasn't rehearsed, though.
The damn show wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get started, are you sleepy?
Mm-hmm.
You look like you're tired. You have got to liven up, Buttercup.
Girl, please come on.
Okay, that's real. We're going to talk about our peaks and pits. We got 2 weeks worth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but don't drag it out. Make it real quick. Get straight to the point.
All right, well then, since you want to do all that, how about them hot dogs? So one of my peaks is that we came up and we cooked brunch for the HBUC for staff or whatever.
Yeah.
That was this past Sunday. And it was like a little duo for Caleb's birthday. So it was like, we gotta come up here and show love. But anyways, we get up here and we start to unload all our groceries.
Yep. Yeah, we did.
Straighten up the kitchen so we can go ahead and get prepared.
Because the kitchen was not cleaned.
But I'm not even gonna say all that.
It's a nice kitchen, though.
It's a beautiful kitchen.
It's a beautiful kitchen, yeah.
It was an honor to cook in that kitchen, okay?
Okay.
So, trying to keep the checks flowing,
No,
sweetheart.
that's real.
Fix it up.
It was an honor. My highest honor.
But I go to put the juice in the refrigerator. And as I open the refrigerator, I see a pan.
No. Before you seen the pan, what else did you see?
I seen...
How many packs of...
4 packs of bologna. A pan of hot dogs.
Naked hot dogs.
Not in the wrap at all.
It's like 72 hot dogs.
and they just
going every which way in this bowl. It's like they just raw dog in the refrigerator air.
I didn't like it.
Oh, it made me so uncomfortable.
I didn't like it at all.
Because first of all, who is eating all of them hot dogs?
No. But wait, there's more. Went to open the oven.
And it was corn dogs. But the corn, that didn't bother me as much as, that's a lot of hot dog and bologna. That's a lot of processed
all
meat.
Of them hot dogs, you could have got steak for everybody. It was so many hot dogs.
I don't know who put the hot dogs in the refrigerator. I just want to know the thought process of taking them out the packet
and just putting them in a pan.
And then putting them in and just letting it just be raw. And it wasn't cooked. It was just like raw hot dog.
It was just waiting to be touched.
Touch. And I didn't like that. That was a peak.
That was definitely a peak.
I'm still laughing about that.
You had to be here.
Yeah.
You just had to be here to see them hot dogs.
Maybe
look at you like
if
that.
If they're still in there, I'm gonna take a picture and then post it.
We're gonna have to.
Because it's
gonna have to be the default picture for the real.
Talking about them damn hot dogs. Yeah, some hot dogs was a mess. That was a peak.
That was a peak, though.
Yeah. I feel like this jacket is like rising up. But go ahead.
I'll let you know if you do. I didn't have any pets, though.
Yeah.
I really didn't have any pets.
We finished the contract in Augusta.
Yep. Finished the contract in Augusta.
3 weeks together.
It was the longest 3 weeks of my life.
And here is the thing. We get along well.
Yeah, sure.
3 weeks together is a lot, though.
She has that big personality.
and Kodie, she's slow. There's no urgency for anything. Like it dropped. Like I didn't know that it bothered me as much as it did until we was on this contract. There's no urgency with nothing. You move slow, you talk slow, you walk slow.
What's the purpose of going fast?
Not even going fast.
But I get to my destination when I need to or at the same time as everybody else.
But you don't, because you be late all the time.
I did. I prefaced it with when I need to.
No, but here's the thing. It's slow. And then you moan when you... that shit drove me crazy. It's like she'll say something and it's like...
Okay, let me stop you right there, because I don't really want you to go into detail. Here's the thing. This thing here, she thinks she just do everything right.
No, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm close to it.
I didn't say...
I'm close to it, though.
That's not kind of far from the truth, too. But listen... Everything she complained about, she does it too.
I don't moan when I talk.
You do it too.
I don't moan when I talk.
I ain't talking about the moaning. I'm talking about she'll be over there singing. Everybody knows she like to sing. Beyonce. Yeah. Everybody know you like to sing.
That you purposely do. It comes second nature for me.
Girl, please. And then she'll go over there. She'll stop all that singing. Stop all that singing. And then she'll get to singing. Or
because you come in so strong.
Because I gotta come in because you don't know how to do things.
You like it's too much.
Then you be over there on whatever pitch you feel. It don't even matter. You just left, right, up, soprano, bass. It's so annoying. Then she was over there one day listening to some music. She got the clacking them fingers and them nails was, it felt like nails on a chalkboard. It was so bad. It was so bad.
It cannot be worse than you moaning. Kodie, she be like, some, yeah.
That's a lie.
Okay.
She just be making stuff
I swear to you. And then she got this thing where she can't read to herself. She can't talk to herself.
Make sure, because it's almost sound like you said I can't read. Don't do that.
No, you can read. You just don't know how to read quietly. And you can't, talk to yourself quietly. It's like, but it's not.
But you do that. But you do that too, though.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
It's not.
Yes, you do. You definitely will read something out loud or look at something. Oh, go ahead.
But it's not like a really hush whisper. But it's not like a loud tone. It's like right in the middle. So you think she talking to you, but she not. And
no, she just nosy as hell. It don't matter what I did.
Okay.
If my phone was ringing, her neck like this.
Oh no, I was for sure. I was for sure.
If I was on the computer, what you looking at? If I'm on the phone, who that is? Because you nosy. So when you hear,
I like to be aware of my surroundings.
No, you nosy. And that's why you thought I was talking to you because you wanted to be in the mix so bad. Yes. You're horrible.
So needless to say, we had a good time.
But I would do it again.
For sure.
Maybe in a different state. The city. The city's the only thing I would change.
Yeah, because Kodie took me there. But we survived. We managed.
She survived and managed. And she really wanted those conjoining rooms. Wow, I'm glad I did.
No, I'm so glad we didn't get conjoining rooms.
No, I'm probably happier than you.
Because, we wouldn't have been friends right now.
Happier than you.
Yeah, hold on. Not too much.
Girl,
what other peaks did you have?
That was it. I think Augusta, brunch.
Yeah.
I think that was it. Yeah.
I think the only additional peak that I had, I went home between weeks 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that Friday I flew home and came back Sunday morning. I thought I was gonna give them the best 36 hours of my life. The first 12 whooped me so bad.
Oh, you was down for a little minute after that?
What? It was horrible. It was horrible. We was Friday night, as soon as I got off the plane, went to AJ house, changed, and we was out till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Close this club down. Like, the owner was like, we'll pay the fine. No, you have to tell people to go home.
We'll pay the fine?
Yeah, because close the club like 2:30.
And they was up and running to 4?
Close it down, please. I am tired so much so the shoes that I wore, the shoes, I've worn those shoes before. I guess I was up dancing too much that I got blisters on the top of my foot. And thank God we was at a podiatry clinic in Augusta because I had to make fake appointment with the doctor so he can get me together.
I thought he told you don't sit on that seat that's for paying customers.
Yeah, and I went, well, sir, I don't know what to tell you because I'm not paying you. Here we are.
But I'm on that seat.
Yeah, and then the whole reason I went up there, I went to a going away party. So somebody I know there got to go do a little bid.
Mm-hmm.
So we, his wife, which is my homegirl, threw him a party, and an ex was there, and he was sober, confessing his undying love, all that good. It must be been the block season because 3 of my exes hit me up. They didn't see Nelly and Ashanti.
Everybody coming back together.
Yeah, baby, no.
Tony and Birdman?
Not this one.
Who'd have thunk that?
Not this one. They never broke up though.
I thought they did.
Oh, or they been back, Jermaine and Janet.
Jermaine and Janet back.
Yeah. Then once he got drunk, he wanted to tell everybody at the spot who would listen how I was his greatest and only regret, and just sorry, go home to your family, bro. So yeah, that was
why he regretting that. He can't. He gotta get it off his chest first.
Girl, please. So yeah, and then I'm going home next week for the holidays. Auntie Sheila was like, "Are you coming home for Thanksgiving?" I was like, I'm thinking about it. She's like, "Don't worry about it. You coming home." So now I'm going home for the holidays. So I think that's really it.
I can't think because it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm sure
It
other
make
stuff.
it, I can't think about it. I can't. Yeah.
It'll come to me as we go.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the clicking you hate, huh?
Hate it.
Well, here we are. So let's get into the
Absolutely.
okay, let it.
Hate it.
Hate is such a strong word. And this is probably, damn, Fish probably gonna be mad, but I definitely want to get a little Sour Patch Kid.
Go ahead, do your thing.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So
I got you. So let's get into today's episode. We talked about hot dogs a lot.
No, y'all really gotta see. It's like 72 naked hot dogs in the refrigerator.
But speaking of hot dogs.
And 82 packs of bologna.
It's horrible. It's like everybody bought a pack for themselves.
It was like buy one, get one free. And everybody was just like, let's do this. This sounds like a great idea.
It was so bad.
Like, come on now. We ain't have to do that.
And then I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone because it ain't like they was finna grill all them goddamn hot dogs. They was just finna boil them. That's what
we draw the line.
Tricky for me.
That's where we draw.
That's where shit got tricky for me. But no, speaking of hot dogs, let's talk about these hot dogs. That's what I was trying to.
What hot dogs?
They call boys hot dogs because they got the.
I've never heard that.
Oh my God.
Now you make it. I want you when I'm with you. You ain't never heard nobody call a boy a hot dog.
Speaking of hot dogs, let's talk about hot dogs because they be talking about their penises. You've never heard that?
Literally never.
Oh, well, welcome to the 21st century.
Boo, tomato.
I got you to chuckle. But not for real.
So, we've said that we wanted to like talk more about men in a positive light, even though I don't think we like bash men at all. And then I've also heard that we don't do a good job at creating a safe space for men on the show.
Oh, I never heard that one.
You never heard that one? I think the nigga was just mad at me when he said that.
Oh.
He told me.
I never heard that one.
This RP's good. He told me he gonna send me a cease and desist if I keep talking about him and our past feelings. Boy, fuck you.
Who's gonna write it up for him? It's not even
Make
gonna
me
have
believe
the legal parameters to even back it.
Make me a believer.
Let him send it to you.
Yeah, make me a believer. But yeah, so
I have heard like we should talk more positive about men, and they didn't even say we talk necessarily negative. It's just that we don't always stand up for men. That's what it is. So today I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna defend the man.
I'm gonna do my best. I can't make no promises. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna really try really hard. I'm gonna dig deep within to do right by these niggas today.
All right, well, let's kick it off. Do you feel like
no? I had to get that out of the way.
Do you feel like you create safe spaces for men to be in when they're with you? So whether let's talk maybe romantic relationships.
Straight to it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I do. Well, yes, I do. Honestly, all jokes aside, I do. And any guy that's ever dealt with me, if he's going to be honest, he will attest to that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it has a lot to do with the space that he creates for me.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it shouldn't be like that because when I think of family and my homeboys, it's an automatic. That safe space is there. They know they can come bare their soul to me. They can be their most vulnerable with me, and that's just what it is. But in a romantic relationship, it's not that easy for me. So me creating a safe space for them, I'm gonna be all the way real. It's contingent on the safe space that they create for me.
Okay.
And a lot of them are good at that in the beginning. So once I see like, okay, you've created this space for me to be just me, right? Because to the world, I'm tough, and I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. But when I'm with y'all and family and everything, like people don't believe me. I'm really like super sensitive and like I'm soft for real. And so when a guy allows me to like be that version of me, then that safe space that I create for him is like, it's dope. So yeah. And then they messed it up, and here we are.
Because they always find a way.
But we're not going to do that. That's another story for another day.
They always find a way.
They always find to mess it up.
I love men, and that's my problem. I'm just saying. And I really love to create safe spaces for them, for real. Like,
is it contingent on them creating that space for you?
Yeah, but that's what everybody does.
Yeah.
So I can say romantic relationship, platonic, family ships. Like, I've always said I thrive in places where I feel safe.
Yeah.
Like, I feel that this is a safe space. And so I feel like, it is contingent, but I think every relationship is almost contingent, because if I don't feel safe in something, then I can't possibly open up, or I can't possibly want you to be vulnerable, because it's almost like it's toxic. But nevertheless, it is contingent, and I like to see men vulnerable. Like, I like for them to feel like when they're talking to me or in this moment, they can just do and be as they please. And so I appreciate when they are able to do so, and that's why.
Are you winking at me?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why would you do that?
You just winked.
No.
Oh, I thought you was like
in my eye.
Winking like I'm saying this with this some BS.
No. No, this is real.
Yeah.
I really do, especially in a relationship. I really do. I love to just see them open up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing a man vulnerable, it is like it's an honor, especially like Black men, because now more than ever, you hear Black men talking about doing the work and going to therapy and like, working through their trauma, which is great, but it's still hard, or it's still sort of taboo for them to kind of be vulnerable and like show weakness, right? So when a guy does open up to me, it makes me feel good. Like, oh, you trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, you pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is all right.
That's definitely a feeling I love. Like,
Yeah.
to feel like somebody, they trust me.
Yeah.
To feel like I've gained their trust in you, and now you'll let me do anything. You'll let me be whoever I want to be too. Even though I create this space for you to be who you wanted to be, now it's like you'll let me be who I want to be too. So I love men.
Girl.
I know I did. I love men.
Anyway, all right. Have you done anything to lose someone's trust, or to like kind of mess up that safe space you had with him, or he had with you rather?
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
Now, was it something that you did, or was it like a reaction or retaliation to something he did?
I think it was me. Cause like sometimes I like to, I be fucking up.
That's real.
Sometimes I do fuck up.
You do for real.
Yeah,
that's real.
Sometimes I be like, why you do that? Sometimes I like to control situations.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh. Shocker.
Is it?
No.
Would have never thought it.
Yeah.
But
Who would have thought
sometimes
it?
I really, really like to control situations. And because like in a lot of, hello, I hit a little rap in there. Go ahead. It's like me trying to open the chip bag quietly in class. I like to control situations. Like, especially sometimes I project. So like when I see the potential in him doing something.
Okay.
I project, because it's like, ooh, I can do this and I know how to do this. So sometimes I get controlling because I want them to do it the way I see it being done. And I think because of that, it almost makes them feel emasculated. And once they feel emasculated, it's like they don't even want to open up, because it's like the things I do is never going to be enough. It's so fake.
No, that was real.
It's never going to be enough for you.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't be man enough for you because you won't let go or like relinquish this control. So yeah, I've lost it. Bad. I had to gain it back.
And were you able to gain it back though?
Yes, but the hardest part about gaining it back, I remember one time.
Here we go.
He was hanging something up, but he made like 6 holes, and I was sitting there quiet, like, oh my God.
How many holes did it take? Needed
2 max. 2
max. Okay.
No, I'm telling you, because it was only 2 holes. And I'm sitting there. Obviously, I said something, because you can't put all these holes in my shit. But for a while, I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, I want to stop him and say, no, do it this way. And it was just like, I had to practice in that moment how to just fall back now. But again, obviously, I had to say something eventually, because you can't go 8 holes for 2. I can't do that. But yeah.
We draw the line at 6 holes.
We should have drew it a long time ago, but here we are. But yeah, so I've lost it. What you say you have?
Have I? What?
Easier question is, how haven't I?
Yes.
And would you also say that it was something, a reaction to what they did, or was initiated by you and fueled by you?
It was a reaction to what they did.
Okay.
And it doesn't make it any better, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am really good at allowing someone's actions to dictate my reaction.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like if I've created this safe space for you, if I've shown you that you can trust me and you can be vulnerable with me, and you can come bare your soul, then why would you, as a sane human being, do anything to mess that up?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And
as long as it's not intentional.
Right. Because again, we're human and we make mistakes. So as long as it's not intentional, but it's been times where, you know, it's only been when I felt like my safe space was being threatened or my safe space was taken away from me. Then it's like, okay, if I don't feel safe in this, ain't nobody feeling safe in this. Watch this. Usher. I'm with it. So a perfect example, my ex. In the beginning, it was amazing. The safe space he created for me in the beginning was just like something I've never experienced before. I was my most vulnerable with him. I felt the most secure with him. It was just like, it was really a whole new world. It was an experience that I wish on everybody. And then he took that from me, like he ruined it. And it's like, no, dog, you can't take that away from me and expect for me to still allow you to show up. Nah, we're not doing that. So I snatched that shit right back.
Do you feel like...
and I'm not saying that's right?
Right.
But that's what it is. So if you take it from me, if I feel like it's threatened, and then now I go from being vulnerable to now I'm back to survival mode. And I hate, and I know when I get to that point, like I just got to walk away because I don't want to be in survival mode in relationships, not in intimate relationships. Again, survival mode when I leave out the house, I'm totally fine with you when I'm out in the world. But in an intimate relationship, in any relationship, but especially an intimate relationship, I don't want to be in survival mode. I want to be my most vulnerable. I want to be in my soft girl era.
Buzzword.
Buzzword, but yeah.
Do you feel like if you could go back and not be reactionary to his whatever he did, would you do the opposite or would you let it play out the same way that it did?
Truthfully, I know the right thing to say is like, no, I would do things totally different and I would have a conversation. I would be mature about the situation. But I also I feel like sometimes people don't get it. You can tell them, but they don't get it until it's done to them. So I can tell you like what you did hurt me, but what you did, you knew it was going to hurt me before you did it. You was malicious when you did it. And so I don't know. It may have, I don't know. I don't know. Because even after that, like we broke up and then we got back together. We did the on and off for forever. And it just was never the same because now I don't trust you. Before I trusted you with my life, I trusted you with everything. And because you snatched that little piece of heaven from me, that safe space that I had, I don't trust you. And because I don't trust you, I could never show up for you in the way that I used to. And that's what you're looking for. Like he was able to move past it, but it's just like he kept thinking like, why can't I penetrate this wall that she has? And why can't it go back to how I was? It'll never go back to how I was because I can only trust you with something like that once.
And it's safe to say, like, honestly, you don't have to create safe spaces for people. Like, if you don't feel safe, if they're not giving that to you, you don't have to do that. And when it gets to the point where you don't want to, or you realize you don't have to, it's almost like it's time for me to move on. Because nothing that you do, nothing that you say, nothing that happens in the future is gonna make me forget about how I felt when it was really, really bad. I mean, and it's so hard to definitively say that because, you know, a lot of people even say that's what marriage is about. Realizing and recognizing those dark times, and finding your way out of it. So it's kind of hard to say like, I could never get past this, but when the way you feel in places that aren't safe really just, it sticks with you. You almost like hold that grudge.
Especially when the person who wronged you is not really apologetic or empathetic.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like, okay, it's this like, no, I got over it. Like you said what you said, I said what I said, we did what I got over it. And it's like, we can't just pick up where we left off. Like sometimes you got to destroy everything to rebuild. And okay, so we destroyed what we had because what we had was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
We had like, that was my end all to everything. Like I'm marrying this man. You can't tell me nothing else. Like I was in love, and then now that's taken away from me. But you not really trying to do nothing to rebuild it. You just want to kind of build on top of the rubble. We can't do that. So I tried. Some days I tried harder than others, and some days I didn't try at all. But I tried, and he tried too. But we was never able to get it back right. And of course, even though we never got that safe space back with one another, I still allowed him to show up as him. It's just I received it different. Yeah.
That makes me happy to hear you like voice it and talk about it the way you just did.
Because I never have.
Well, I wouldn't say you never have.
No, I'm saying I never have.
I feel like I've heard you kind of
say it like that.
Not as, detailed, but for the most part, it's still understood. What I'm pointing out is the way that you're able to process your emotions, your feelings, what you got from it, and then move on so you can apply it either differently, whatever areas worked, whatever areas didn't, you know how to apply it moving forward. God, what was I gonna say? But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to just point that out.
Yo, thank you. I'm trying, and it's still hard. And I know it's trust is a two-way street. I think that's the biggest thing with creating a safe space is trust, right? So of course, when you meet somebody, it's not automatic like, oh, let me just trust this person. Like you got to get to know them and see, who they are and how they move and their character and everything. But I have been fortunate enough outside of family and my homeboys, because they've done an amazing job of creating safe spaces for me. But outside of them, I've been fortunate enough for the most part, the guys that I've dated, they've created safe spaces for me and allowed me to be me until they didn't.
Whatever. I've always, I've been so fortunate because I've always dealt with like really good guys.
Yeah.
Like men who deserve safe spaces. Like I've been so fortunate. This one guy had said to me one day, he was like, yeah, because when you dealing with a new man, they supposed to be able to do better or show you better. And I was like, well, that's true, but I really just want you to build on top. I mean, just enhance what I already have. Like I didn't have no dog ass niggas like you trying to imply.
Yeah.
Like, no, I've always had good guys. So you don't really necessarily have to show me different. You might just have to build on what they've already did.
Yeah.
But
because you're not coming into the situation bitter or turned off from love or the thought of love. It's
none of that. Yeah. It's like, boy, I've been loved. I've been loved down.
Hello?
And I'm still loved down. So it's like, you doing all that and you starting off wrong.
Because your angle, your approach to me is totally like, you don't have to, like, as much as I can joke, and I don't be joking for real. When I say like niggas get on my nerves, y'all do for real. And I can say that for both of us. We know love outside of family, right? Like outside of our family and our male friends. We know love.
I know love.
Niggas love me. Yeah. And that's not me being cocky. That's not me being arrogant. but I know love. So you can't approach me.
My friends pointed out all the time, like, these niggas be loving you. And I be like,
Yeah. And it's not something I take for granted.
Not at all.
It's not something I take for granted. But if a guy approach to me is like, oh, I can treat you better than these other niggas, or I can love you. Like,
you already starting off wrong.
Because why you worried about these other niggas? Because now if I tell you got big shoes to fill, your feelings gonna be hurt. So just approach me on some cool shit. Yeah. But I didn't mean to cut you off. I had to say that.
But I'm just saying like that. Those are the guys, the ones that I've been with. I see. I want whoever I end up with ultimately to carry some of those traits. And I know that's kind of crazy to say. This is like, damn. I'm me. I'm not that nigga. But just strip the relationship out. Like, this is just a good person.
That part.
With good character.
That part.
Integrity, respect, all of those things.
That part,
so it's like, that's what I want. Whoever I'm with to ultimately be, so that I can give them whatever it is that they desire from their relationship. And I'm hoping that it starts with the trust and just a place that they can be open.
Yeah. No, I always say, like, if you watched last week's episode, Special Conversation with Trav, I talk about Uncle Joe a lot.
Yeah.
And I talk about how he raised me or whatever. So when I think of a man that's deserving of all the good in the world and a man that's deserving of having a safe space in an intimate relationship, I think of a man like Uncle Joe, right? So I'm not thinking, obviously not intimately with Uncle Joe, but I think of a man that has his character. Uncle Joe was a man, and I say this all the time, he was an honest man with, honorable honest man with integrity. And Uncle Joe, the way he moved, the way he handled himself, the way he handled other people, and it's not that he ruled with a mighty fist or niggas feared him. He wasn't a sucker, but it was just, he was a man of his word. His name was his name and his word was his word. So when I think of like men that I'm most attracted to, men that I've went above and beyond and I would do anything for, it's men that have those characteristics, those traits. You're honest, you're honorable, and you move with integrity, and if for nothing else, for your name, not for your family, not for your girl. It just so happened that we benefit from that when you carry yourself in a certain way.
Well, your name attached. I say people name attached to damn near everybody that you say you love for real.
Anything my name is attached to is taken care of.
So you can't if you don't take care of yourself, or if you don't
care
move
about your
with
name,
integrity, and you don't care. You don't care about your name. You don't care about nobody else's name that come behind you.
That part, or that's affiliated with you, and you're going to bring shame and embarrassment. The last thing I want to do is bring shame and embarrassment to me. And because I'm not going to do anything to bring shame and embarrassment to me, my dude can rest assured that as his lady, I'm not going to do anything to bring shame and embarrassment to his name or to what we're building. And so that needs to be reciprocated. That's a non-negotiable for me. And the man that can bring that to the table, we hate that saying, what do you bring us to the table? Those are the men that, that space can be safe. Anything. It's guys that I'm not with anymore that I'll never be with. Some of them I talk to every once in a while. Some of them I probably never talk to. But because they have those characteristics, their secrets is always safe with me. We not together no more. We'll never be together. But they know, like, whatever they confided in me, those vulnerable moments, again, I know your kryptonite. I know your Achilles heel. I know things that'll make you weak. I know things that could potentially ruin or disrupt your life. I'll never utter a word to nobody. Based off of the
what
type
you've
of
been to me, or what you've been to, just who you've been to the people around you, the love you've always shown. Like, I don't never want to bring your name down.
And I never will.
I can't bring your name down.
And I never will. No. So some men deserve it. Other men, you ain't getting nothing from me. And that's as real as I can be.
I mean, and that's just what it is. For real. God, what I was about to say to you. I'm so sorry. I'm tired tonight.
You gotta perk up. Perk up.
Come on, G-Wade. Get it together.
We be vibing. Yeah. What is, okay. Let me get my Oprah on.
Yeah, get it.
What is the hardest part about keeping that space safe, even when y'all are beefing, right? Because a safe space doesn't mean that the relationship is a walking apart.
Right.
We said it before. Relationships take work. You have to be intentional. You have to show up. You really gotta do the legwork. So when you're not really feeling dude, do you cut off his access to his safe space, or do you still allow him to show up in that space even though you ain't feeling him?
I can't imagine cutting off that access to that safe space, because right now we a little at odds.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't imagine, because then it's like, what was it all for? It was all really a fraud for real.
Yeah, performative.
It was very performative. Yep. And I'm not in the business of doing that when I'm in my relationship. It's me and my dude, and we gonna face some issues. Sweetheart, you still, because at the end of the day, when we're done being angry, there's only one way through it, and that's to talk it out.
Yeah.
So if I close that door or minimize that access to that safe space, you're not going to want to talk it out. Then we'll never understand nor hear each other.
Yeah.
And then we're going to repeat the same behaviors over and over and over until one of us want to kill each other. So absolutely not. Never cut off that access. What about you?
I don't. I don't. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I want to.
Don't we all though?
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Because
You're not alone.
Nigga, we beefing for real. And you really coming to me on some... I know you lying. But again, when I sit back and I think about it, it's one of those things too where it's like, okay, I feel honored. Like, yeah, all right. Even though we not seeing eye to eye, or even though he not feeling me right now, or I'm not feeling him, he still feels safe within this. And I think as long as, obviously we're not men, but I think a nigga gonna stay, or a man, whatever, he gonna stay where he feels safe. And as long as I create this safe environment for him, he's gonna stay and he's gonna try. And we're gonna figure it out.
And that's the worst thing. You don't want you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody they're not trying. Then it's like, what is the purpose of even being here? Yeah. I can't, if I'm the only one that's at least trying to move the needle and trying to move us forward, then honestly, you just get to a point where you feel like you don't want to do all the work.
I'm out of here.
I'm not sticking around to just do everything. Yeah. And you can tell when that person has no desire to do it. And it's like, well, one of us just got to say what it is.
Neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. Farewell, my love. Yeah. That's that singing stuff you say I hate. But then you do stuff like that, you jam with me. And then it's like, do
sometimes
you really hate
I jam.
Do you really hate it?
Yeah.
Okay, so safe space and then mental health, right? Are you willing to date a man? Seriously, date. Now, let's not get dating confused, because I'll kick it. If you fun, you fun. You know, we ain't gotta be together. So what you got going on? We fun. Would you seriously date a man or commit to a man who is not open to therapy? Or I hate the term doing the work, because people, again, that's a buzzword and it's very performative, and it's like you done read a self-help book or
telling you we're doing the work.
Because what's the
therapy.
work?
It's therapy.
Yeah, but are you opposed to dating a man that is against or opposed to therapy? Especially if he need it.
Honestly, I don't even know. And that's only because I've done therapy here and there. And I know for a fact, like I'm going to start soon. That was one of my goals when I got my job. And when I got insurance or whatever, I was going to start soon. But I'm not attached to it like that. Yeah. So I want to believe and say, no, I don't want to be with somebody that don't want to get help, especially if they need it. Yeah. Well, let me say, I don't want to be with somebody that don't want to get help. So I can't really say. I feel like if they really, 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 really needed it, I just probably wouldn't be with them. Yeah. So like if I can't say whether I would, I don't know. But yeah, if they really need it, I wouldn't be with them. Yeah. I think, yeah. Because I'm at the age where we keep getting older. We keep accumulating more issues, more problems on our own. I cannot fix me and you at the same time. That's real. I don't even have it in me. That's for real. Yeah. I don't have it in me, but yeah. What do you think? I feel like, and I don't know, because you're in therapy. I love therapy. Right. I love it so much. Right. I'm gonna be in therapy for the rest of my life. So do your dude? I have to be in therapy for the rest of my life. Dog, what? I really got to be in therapy for the rest of my life. Nigga told me, what's your therapist number? Because it's not working. Hold on, bruh. Hold on. Because you taking me there. You about to make all them years of therapy. I will relax. The door. Take time. He doesn't necessarily have to be like me. Like, I'm a bi-weekly therapy session girl. It was once weekly. I graduated. Good for you. Thank you very much. But if there's an issue and he's not trying to fix the issue, then no, I can't. Because not only is that you could be like a hindrance to you, but you can be a hindrance to me. And you can undo all the work that I've been working really, really hard on fixing. On work, you can undo the things that I've been working hard on fixing. So
Yeah, you gotta be willing to do the work and not just talk about it and not just read the books and say the catchy therapy buzzwords. Like you have to really do it. Cause and when people say it, they're like, well, you gotta do the work. And that's how I know people don't really know how to do the work, because the shit is hard. Doing the work is not easy.
But they say, well, all you have to do,
people don't want to do the work. My nigga, I get up every day and I try to be a better version of myself. And most days I do not succeed. Okay, I'm not gonna say most days. That's extreme, right? It's making it seem like my therapist not doing her job.
Making it seem like the guy that said, who's your therapist?
Maybe he was on to something. But doing the work is hard because I can tell you everything that's wrong with me. I can list out every character flaw that I have. I can tell you that I have controlling issues. I can tell you all of this. But it's one thing to acknowledge what you, like the things you need to fix and actually do the work to fix it. So that's why people say do the work. Like y'all just talking. This shit that this is, because you want people to say, ooh, and I.
You think you can point a fake out?
Absolutely.
But like, what's the quickest you've ever pointed somebody out that talk like they so?
We was probably like 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you learned this shit from the internet.
Yeah, you just regurgitating things that you heard. You regurgitating things that you done read. It sounds good.
Right.
And because you said with so much conviction and so much passion, a person who don't do the work, a person who's not familiar with that ugly side of therapy and that ugly side of all of that, they're going to fall for it every time. They're going to eat it up. Like, I clocked him. All right.
And because we're talking about the good in men,
we're only
talking about some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them be frauds.
Yeah, some of them are frauds for sure.
But a lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them are real niggas for real.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
I think I told K-Mac today, you my dog.
Yeah, she was K-Mac. That's my dog.
Yeah, you my dog.
That's my nigga. And when I say a person that's self-aware, nobody is more... K-Mac is very self-aware.
For real?
What? He'll tell you in a minute, I'm so sensitive.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm sensitive. And like, no. And he'll say, I'm in my feelings. Oh my God. Boy,
I love it.
He don't shy away from that.
I love it.
He do not shy away
from that.
That's
what I want. I want to let my man know that you can tell me I hurt your feelings.
And
be serious about it. Or even if you don't want to use that term. But you can be open enough to use something that's very, however you gotta say it.
Tell me.
Just let me know so I understand, like, oh, I hurt his feelings.
Yeah. And so then you can give me the opportunity to apologize, because if I don't know I hurt your feelings and I keep doing it or I keep saying it, then it's like, next thing I know, I'm all kind of bald-headed bitches.
And that's the thing. See, men are really good.
We gotta keep it positive.
Men are really good. It be the women fucking up in this area. We take it too far. And it's like, because we do take it too far sometimes.
Give me an example
Just
now.
tell me what.
Hold on.
Just tell me what's wrong with you so I don't take it too far.
Because, baby, what? Just tell me.
All you gotta do is tell me.
And you want to know what? Then it makes me mad. Because then I could be like, I know it's something wrong with him. But he not telling me? So now I'm mad.
You see what I'm saying?
Now I'm mad.
Do you see where I'm coming from now?
Now it's like,
okay.
Oh, okay. I'm like, all right.
It be us sometimes.
And I'm like, I don't care. Or I'm gonna act like I don't even know he got attitude. Or now I'm just gonna keep poking the bear. You gonna say something to me. But now it's like, that's my ego.
And the thing is, you're not even mad at whatever the original issue is. Now you're just mad that he won't talk to you.
Yeah, because why won't you talk to me?
But why don't we just say, hey, talk to me?
No, let me finish what I was saying.
Because now you could have changed some things. Back then, you could have just said, hey, talk to me.
But instead, said, baby, what's wrong?
It ended a different type of way.
If I did something to hurt you or hurt your feelings, like, I'm sorry, let me know. And when you're ready to talk about it, I could have took that approach.
However,
I didn't.
Story time.
Yeah, no, I can't go into too deep of a story. It's still, the wound is still fresh. But what I'm saying is, that's just my ego.
Yeah.
That's my ego.
Mm-hmm.
Why won't he talk to me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he don't trust me now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, what changed?
The original issue now is everything else.
I'd have made this about me.
Yeah.
Because I did something to hurt him or make him feel some kind of way, but now I'm mad because he's not telling me. Now I'm the star of his show. Because why not?
All right.
Okay.
So you
Showtime. Action.
Watch I'm not cooking certain stuff for you tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, don't you put your feet on me. You know I like to play footsie. Don't you put your feet on. Now I got an attitude. I'm on the phone with you, talking that call. You talking about something. He there.
Walking through the door, talking out loud. You ain't giving that man no hug, no kiss.
Cause you know he ain't like that. He ain't like that. Yeah.
It's some shit.
Yeah, no. So no, that's all ego. So yeah, because I do the work for real, I can say that. And that's something that I need to work on really bad.
Black folks stutter a little bit.
No, I need to work on it for real. Because again, insanity is on the same thing over and over, expecting a different
result.
But I just feel like
you're not gonna get it.
Just say it. Shit. If you say it, you make my work a lot easier.
But that's a part of creating that safe space. It's telling them and reiterating that to them, because far too often and all in the world, they don't get the comforting talk. They don't get the hey, it's gonna be okay.
I swear to
they
God,
don't
I'm
get
hearing
that.
You. Yeah.
No. I'm not even laughing at you. I'm laughing because in my mind it's like, well, I know why they don't get it, because they always fucking up.
They do this dumb shit. God, open your mouth. You open your mouth any other time. Goddamn, we want your dick suck you open your mouth. Okay. Shit.
You know, it'd be a stupid ass open mouth dick. But look, don't do it every time.
Yeah.
But they don't get the luxury of having that safety when they're out in the world. So all they do is want it from us, and it sucks. We gotta say it over and over and over. We gotta make them feel that way over and over and over every time.
And they did as if he was active
every time.
And this is why. Because when a little girl falls and she started crying, it's oh my God.
Yeah.
When a little boy falls, get up, and you ain't hurt.
Yeah, dish yourself off. Come on.
And they carry they carry that throughout their life, and so then it's like, boy, you will hurt. Speak on it. Because
they can't.
It's going to kill you, or it's going to ruin us. Speak on it. And I don't give me the pretty, give me the truth. And the truth ain't always cute. And I'd rather be hurt by the truth than to be hurt by being shut out.
Because when I'm shut out, I just feel like I can't do anything for you.
Yeah.
Like you know how I feel.
Yeah.
What?
No. But is that but then it's like, is that still my ego though?
Yeah.
Oh, so it was a different situation. Different scenario, same results. That's wild. I need to figure out. I need to work on how not to take it personal, because I take it personal. Because I be like, no, you know how I'm gonna step behind you every single time. If it's me and you against the world, then that's just what it is. So how do you not feel comfortable talking to me in this moment when you know there's nothing I won't do for you? There's nothing I won't do to fix this.
They have to feel safe.
Nigga, I made you feel safe.
No, you in your mind. If you was you would feel safe. But you're not him.
Safe with me.
But you're not him.
But you felt safe before. That's the part that gets me, that I have to work through.
But right, because we talked about it for ourselves. Like when I felt safe before, and now I don't. It's just like I don't want nothing else to do with it. I don't want no parts of it, because I've lost that safety net. I don't feel it anymore. So that's why. But you can't rush the process. Either you stick around and be patient, or you just let it go, because you can't rush their safety or their feeling safety.
But I don't
get it.
I get it. But it's like, okay, so then again, I'm about to make this about me. What did I do to make you feel unsafe? But I can't ask that in that moment, because you not even, oh my God, this is a lot.
It's complex.
And it don't have to be.
I don't know about that.
It don't have to be.
Everybody is different. Everybody experiences are different.
Like
the whole
if you ain't
nature
been in therapy, don't come my way.
Yeah, and we done broke that shit down.
Baby, listen. I'm with you. I can't work through my trauma and yours. I can help you through yours, but I can't solve it. If you ain't,
you gotta meet me halfway. That's
you got to be in therapy at least a year.
Meet me halfway.
I need 75.
And the thing is, I can't expect you to heal. Let's say we 30-something. So 35 years of trauma in 6 months. But baby, you got to start somewhere.
You have got to start somewhere.
You got to start somewhere.
And I think
and that includes me too.
Okay.
Because I got to start therapy.
Yeah. I think the way to start is just communication. I think and communicating in a way that they can receive it, right? Because I had a guy tell me, I shut down because you don't talk to me, you talk at me. And I'm like, okay. And for a long time, I thought like, because like he's from the South, I'm Midwest, but naturally we talk aggressive. Naturally, it's like, and then I have this big personality. So I'm like, I should be able to tell you, like, you got me fucked up. Like, why can't I tell you that? But I realized, yes, I can talk to, like, certain people like that and they don't take offense to it. But to him, and I'm saying he a sucker or nothing, I can't say that to him because he's not going to receive that how I intended it for it to be. I'm not trying to be like a big dog when I talk to you like that or when I say that, but I just feel like you do got me fucked up. So, like, being able to communicate in a way that I guess they feel safe to receive it and not shut down is another thing that I'm working on. It's never ending. It's never ending. Like,
it's a continuous cycle to make somebody feel. And because we evolve, because as situations change,
what
you skate on thin ice, and you gotta evolve how you creating this space for them. And it's like, when does the work? Does it ever end? When does it fucking end?
It's like as soon as you get to a place where you like, I did it.
Now you gotta do some more.
Now the dynamic then changed.
Now you gotta do some more.
Now it's like, oh, here we go.
Gotta do it differently now.
You gotta do it different.
I just thought last time we talked about this, you said this made you feel good.
I'm doing it.
No, it don't. Yeah, shit's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But I keep doing it.
Keeps it spicy.
I keep trying to create these safe spaces, and as long as it's being created for me, it can't be a one-way street. I'm not doing it if it's a one-way street.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I liked how vulnerable Jeezy was in the interview with Nia Long.
Yeah.
I loved that.
But we're going to get into that, but why was he acting fake shocked like he cheated?
Wait, why was who?
Jeezy. He was, when Nia Long was talking about like her ex and how he cheated, and Jeezy's like,
that's
a real nigga.
Yeah, real niggas don't cheat. Yeah.
But I agree. Because that goes...
Somebody else said that recently, too.
That goes back to your name. You don't cheat, because you don't want to hurt your lady. But you don't cheat because you don't want people to look at you like that. You don't want your name associated to bullshit. Because you're an honorable man. You move with integrity. So there's certain things you just won't do. Even if you're tempted to do it, you're not going to do it. And it just so happens that the people around you benefit from you moving how you moving. So no, I do it. I agree with it, but he acting shy like Jeezy. That was a little performative, but all right. Jeezy's one of my favorite rappers, so I rock with it. But no,
Jeezy is on my Mount Rushmore.
For sure, top 5.
Yeah, he's on my Mount Rushmore.
But his vulnerability was nice. And it's good to see that, especially being a rapper, coming from being from the hood. Like, you can still,
his family dynamic was crazy.
No.
One thing I loved about when his vulnerability is he kept on saying, like, I wanted to be a family man. I wanted a family. I wanted a family.
Yes.
Like, he making it cool. And I'm not saying he's the only person that's done this, because there's a lot of rappers that are family men through and through.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that he's still pushing that narrative, like, man, come on, y'all, tighten up. It's cool to be Jeezy and daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I loved that about him.
The two are mutually exclusive.
Yes.
You can still be who you are. You can still be the cool guy and go home to your lady and your kids every night without
and because Stankabutt, like Ocho Cinco girl called him, she was like, hey, Stankabutt.
He loved that.
Yeah.
He loved that. Yeah. He even he did an interview on I Am Athlete, or was it The Pivot? He bounced back and forth, but
it was a Pivot.
I think it was one of them.
No, I Am Athlete.
And when he was saying, like, he lost everything, so now that everything is coming back around, he was like, he think God is testing him. And so he's not gonna mess up. Like, and that's a personal challenge to him. And it's like, I get it. Like, it's not easy to do right. Because if it was, everybody would do right. And sometimes doing right is not gonna be it's not gonna be instantly beneficial to you.
Yeah.
So I get it. But however you gotta do it, or whatever you gotta say to yourself to make sure you like stay on the right track, I'm with it.
Baby, I'm gonna support you.
However we gotta do it.
Fist pump.
However we gotta do it. Yeah, no. So seeing men being vulnerable is definitely, it's like there's hope. There's hope. All these niggas out here. Someone is gonna do right.
I've had some vulnerable men too. I've been blessed. But and you know what I can say? My daddy is very vulnerable with me.
I love old daddy.
Oh my God.
I love old daddy.
He is. My brothers are very vulnerable with me. Especially Spoto. Me and Spoto talk on the phone like old ladies for hours.
Yeah.
Like they're all so very open. And I can tell now like when certain things are bothering them.
Yeah.
And I know it like individually. I can tell that without them even saying anything.
Yeah.
And I love to have that in those qualities in the men surrounding me as well.
Yes.
Because it's like, I want to learn your actions romantically. I want to learn their actions before they even tell me something is wrong, so I can almost just try to make it right and be right every time.
Right.
Or at least most of the time.
Exactly.
You're not going to always get it right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I was talking to my homeboy the other day, and we was talking for like an hour just catching up. And he originally called to like catch up with me. And I'm like, well, what's going on? Woo, woo, woo. So it was very surface. I was like, all right, well, no, how are you for real? And then like he was breaking it down, whatever. And he was so vulnerable and so honest. And I was just like, dang, like, thank you for trusting me. Cause it's still an honor. Like, it's still an honor. And then like romantically for sure, knowing your partner, like learning your partner. So you can almost be like, okay, well, when he do this, that means work done pissed him off. And I know when he get in this mood, he needs time to himself. You know what I mean? He's communicated that to me before. So let me just get out his way. I ain't gonna really ask him any questions. Like kind of anticipating what he needs. Like you said, and being right.
The cool thing about men is they still very simple. So if something is
we
bothering
are complex. We make stuff way.
If something is bothering them and you know, like, okay, he just wants time on, let's say, the game. Every time something bother him, that's all he ever want. You don't have to think about switching it up with a man.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, he just want me to be quiet. Just be
Let
quiet.
me make dinner reservations so we can go. No, bitch, he want to be in the house on the game.
He want to be quiet. He wants you to shut the fuck up. That's it. And he wants you to do it every time. Now, we, on the other hand, okay, if I'm mad, you trying to make up, take me to this restaurant, but don't take me back to that same restaurant. Take me to somewhere else the next time you piss me off.
That's it.
But men, they can go back to do the same thing over and over and over. Why do we make shit so complex for them?
Because maybe we can't believe it's that easy. Like,
in our minds, we can't.
There's no way he just wants to play the game. He just wants me to shut the fuck up.
There's no way.
Or we take it personal. Why he want me to shut the fuck up? But he on the phone with his homeboy. I thought he didn't want to talk. There go my ego again.
That's ego.
I gotta leave my ego at the door. My ego is gonna be the reason why these niggas is not fucking with me.
Stupid.
No, but yeah.
Yeah.
They simple.
Very simple.
That's it.
And I love to make them happy.
Oh, I can't wait. Watch my next nigga. He gonna be like, "She the best I ever had.
Girl.
Best I ever had. Best I ever had." I can't wait.
Take us out. That little jingle.
Yeah, that was Jeezy. Baby, you're my everything. You all I ever wanted. We could do
real big, bigger than you ever wanted.
You be up on everything. Other hoes ain't never own it. I want this forever. I swear. That's what he gonna say. Then he gonna say all them other girls was just practice. And I'm gonna be like, for real? For real? Okay, Stank. It was just practice, girl. Love bombing like fuck. My dumb ass. Create a safe space for your dude if he's worthy and deserving of it, especially if he's created a safe space for you. And don't dangle it over his head like a carrot. If you're gonna have that safe space,
have it.
And he should have access to it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
You probably could have.
You did great.
I struggled.
No, you didn't. You did great.
Yeah.
We out, y'all. It's Young Cole.
I'm Isha.
Bye.